Welcome to my corner of the cosmic universe. This is High Priestess Indigo, and I'm back with another reading for the collective. So let's just jump right on in. I'm going to start with a prayer, as always. Almighty God, I ask that you allow this message to be of your divine will and for the highest divine purpose for your people. God, I ask that you bind, block, and return to center any and all negativity, any and all negative entities. God, I ask that you bless each and every person that comes across this video. God, you know exactly who they are and what they need. Bless them. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Okay, so let's start with our subconscious cards. Oh, that one just jumped right on out. Needing to heal the inner child. Unresolved trauma or unmet needs from childhood that continues to influence adult behavior. A gap between your success and fulfillment. Disconnect between achieving external success and experiencing internal fulfillment, highlighting the disparity between worldly accomplishments and genuine happiness or satisfaction. Okay, I'm going to grab that one. Address wounds of anxiety and fear. Living with pervasive fear or anxiety that disrupt one's sense of peace and security, often stemming from past trauma or uncertainty about the future. Anxiety and fear. Addressing spiritual awakening challenges. The difficulties and upheavals that can accompany a transformative spiritual awakening. Okay. Needing to heal from your ego dissolution. The process of transcending the ego for spiritual growth, which can be challenging and disorienting. Wow. Whoever you are, sound like somebody that's going through the dark night of the soul. Ego death. Take that. A blockage of the third eye chakra. Challenges with intuition, insight, and spiritual awareness. Okay. So now we have our subconscious cards. These could be past, present, or future. Meaning subconscious cards are the cards that are the unconscious things that this person either needs to heal or needed to heal, address, etc., etc. And so now we'll pull from the graffiti deck for the conscious, the stuff that is going on the top level of the iceberg, I like to call it. This is a big deck, so bear with me here, y'all. Okay. So first card out is unsent message. Oof. Leech. Clout chaser seeks fame after one's own self-interest. Poser fawning to get one's way. Sucker. Oof. Leech. And then we have jealous of your beauty. Insecure and intimidated. Disappointments. Unfulfilled and unsatisfied. Okay. Medal. Worth fighting for. You deserve to win. Don't give up. Unresponsive. Missed calls and messages left unread. Oof. Divine feminine. Thank you for the confirmation, Holy Spirit. Because I was like, I know this is for a woman, but smoke and mirrors. Misleading and embellishing. Sheeple. Follows the crowd, easily influenced. The energy I'm picking up. Entanglements. Late bloomer. Toasting. Celebrating wins. Okay, let me get some more cards out here. Because... low vibrational. Unchanged. Emo. Mansplain. Lawyering up. Admiring from afar. Wow, this is really interesting. I think this is the first time I've gotten a read like this, y'all. Bear with me. This is really, I'm literally like, is this? This is crazy. So this is a reading for a divine feminine. But the person in question is not even a counterpart. The person in question is a friend. I've never, like, this is interesting. So we have a divine feminine who is currently getting away from a former friend. She's a female friend. I feel like this friend who is actually a leech, a clout chaser, who's very enamored of your energy. Like she's very fixated on you, divine feminine. Even though y'all are friends, and I do mean this in a platonic sense, like there's nothing, it's not giving same sex or like you know, it's really giving like this is somebody who is your friend or was your friend. I feel like this is crazy because she is sending you messages, but she's also not sending messages. Either way, you're not interested in the friendship. Let me put it this way. There's messages that she wants to send you, but then she doesn't send you. And then the messages that she do send you, you're not responding to. Like you're done with the friendship. The friendship's over. This is somebody, this friend, who is very jealous of your very jealous of your beauty. But most importantly, I feel like she mimics you. Like this is somebody that likes to I'm being told this is somebody who stayed in your energy because she was using your energy to cloak, meaning she was energetically feeding off of you so she could wear her mask. So you are the divine feminine. This is what I did get for sure. Like I know who you are. What I'm piecing together with this no longer former friend who you felt very disappointed by, because this is somebody that constantly where's she at? She's very emo. She's emotional drama queen. She always kept a lot of stuff going. I feel like this is somebody that every time you turn around, she was always toasting, meaning she celebrating wins and stuff, but like she was celebrating wins that she hadn't even won yet. This is the friend that I get like the impression that she always is like talking about what she's gonna be doing, like, oh, girl, I'm getting ready to fly off to Europe. I ran into and I met so and so, like some kind of celebrity. Like it just really gives like somebody that is, it gives you the feeling of somebody that's almost like a socialite, only they're not actually popular. I know that sounds crazy, But like being in the friendship with her was very disappointing because she was constantly like she's an energetic vampire. I felt like this is the friend that calls you up um in the middle of the night because they're drunk and they're depressed, because during the day they're putting on this whole like, oh, my life is so great, but at night that's usually when they're like depressed and they're over drinking and they're crying and they're thinking about like all of the things that's not right in their life, even though during the day they put out this outward projection of life being perfect for them. And so I'm being told that the six subconscious cards I pulled were actually hers. They're things that she needs to heal, not you, divine feminine. Um, somebody who is always caught up in entanglements. She's a pick me girl. That's what it. I'm like, why is her energy like annoying me? Um, it's a pick me energy. She's always caught up in third party things, and by third parties meaning, she's usually the third party. She has a knack for dating guys who are already in relationships or have situations already going on, and she's really just the thing they creep with in the middle of the night when she ain't calling you on the phone crying and being emo about said relationship. Um, she's very low vibrational. And if smoke and mirrors is out here, that's for sure energy vampire, Jezebel narcissist. Like I said, this is somebody who is always in competition with you. She's always trying to one up you. She really tries to act like you guys are the best of friends. But I really, like I said, she's jealous of your beauty. And that's not just physical beauty. She's jealous of that divine beauty that you have. Because you're divine feminine. So you come with all of these kind of like natural gifts. And you're just really, who I'm picking up on is you're very articulate. You're well spoken. You're somebody who, when you come into the room, everybody naturally gravitates towards you. Not in a bad way, but just because it's your energetic field, like it's the energy you're giving off. So you're always the person that everybody wants to talk to and be around, and it's natural for you. It's not something that you've like cultivated or crafted. This is your real, authentic like self. You just show up in the room as yourself, and everybody just naturally gravitates towards you. And this is one of the things that this person admires about you, but it also makes her really jealous. She's somebody that I guess she would be considered herself a late bloomer. In the sense that like her whole persona of her being confident and her being a life of party, like always, this is the girl that the energy I'm getting off of this is it's like, how there's like the shows like um Love and Hip Hop, um Love and Basketball, like those kind of shows where it's like the girls, I call them the professional girlfriends of athletes. They call it the like basketball wives, but I really call it like every time I see that show come on, like an advertisement for basketball wives, I would be like, you mean jump offs? Because to say it that way, there was only one woman on the show that was actually married. Like the rest of them were baby mamas and like girlfriends. Like this is the kind of energy this woman is giving me. Like she's not a girlfriend. She's just one of those girls that like the guys like, you know, they deal with her because she's like outwardly pretty, but she's very low vibrational, and she, like I said, she's pick me. Like her energy is given pick me. This is somebody that has never changed. Like as long as you've known this girl, as long as you've been friends with her, she's been the exact same way, a hot mess. And every time you see her, I feel like she comes into your life like a tornado, and she's just kind of like just dropping crumbs of crap all over the place energetically. The best way is like, somebody come in from the snow and they have on boots and their boots are dirty, and they like walk around the house and there's just like, boot marks with mud and snow on it all over the house. Like that's what I'm getting with her, but I'm getting it energetically. Like that's literally the best way to explain her energy. Like she's always just dropping these random bits of trauma and just, messiness, and she's gotten you into a lot of situations where you've had to like almost fight. I feel like she's the one that goes somewhere and y'all out, and then she's the one that says something slick to some girl at the bar, and you're having to like try to defend her, but like she's the one in the wrong type of, like the girl that you want to fight in the women's bathroom because like she really needs her butt whooped, but you don't want to get kicked out of the club. I don't know why. Listen, y'all, I got to say, I got to tell you to it how I have to explain it the way I know how. But yeah, like the it's really given like the broke down version of Paris Hilton. Like she aspires to be Paris Hilton. Like I said, a socialite, money. They know all the right people. They get into all of the parties. They get into all of the clubs. They jet set. You know, they're every other week they're off in some exotic, destination. This is giving their energy of that kind of woman. Only it's a front because she really broke and she really wearing like knockoff designers. She may got a couple two pieces that are designer, but the rest of her stuff is really like knockoffs that look like really good reels, but they're really good dupes. Guess is the best way to explain. She's somebody that really thinks she understands men, so she's always like trying to explain mansplain to her girlfriends, like, oh well, if you want to get a man, girl, this is what you gotta do. Girl, you got to do this, and you need to go to the gym, and you need to make sure it's snatched, and you got to make sure that your makeup is on point and your hair has to be. Girl, let me tell you how to get you a baller. Like 17, 17 on the timer. That's the energy I'm getting off of her. Like, she's very condescending, like, oh, girl, let me tell you how to keep a man. Like, I don't know why her energy is giving that, but that's what I'm getting. I feel like you caught her in something. And it feel like it has something to do with who you're dating or who you care about. It could be your divine masculine, or it could be somebody you're interested in or you're seeing or been seeing. But I feel like you caught her in something. Like this is somebody that like I when I was first pulling these cards and I was like, am I understanding this right? She actually like this is somebody that's trying to steal your man is what I'm getting. Like she sees the connection you have with your divine masculine, and she's very envious of it. Like she's always been jealous of you, but this is like taking on a whole nother slant. Wow, this is an interesting way to get into a divine masculine, divine feminine reading by way of this friend. But yeah, so she is showing up, like I said, third party. She's always a third party entanglement in whatever she's involved in. You're no different. She sees your divine masculine and she wants him. That's the problem. Y'all have been friends for a long time, but I feel like the feeling I'm getting is you either just recently connected or reconnected with your divine masculine, take it however it resonates. And so you're kind of like coming into this really happy place, and you and your divine masculine are connecting, and it's this beautiful energy, and she's looking at this and she wants it for herself. And I feel like you caught her in a lie, like something she was saying to your divine masculine, painting you out a certain kind of way. Basically, she was lying and she was slandering your name. She was trying to tell your divine masculine that you were all the things that she is. Wow. I would have never thought that this, when I started this reading, that's how this was going to flip. But yeah, this is somebody who has been your friend. Once you call her in the lie, that's why you've been unresponsive to her messages. She wants to try to, in her mind, kind of apologize, but she know there's no good. That's why she doesn't. She has messages that's been unsent. I feel like when she does reach out to you, she tries to like couch it under the like, oh hey girl, I'm just reaching out to see how you doing. But you know what she did, and she's hoping that you don't know what she did. Because I feel like whatever she did, your divine masculine is the one who told you about what she said. Like he saw right through her tricks as soon as she started. And he was like, listen, I hate to be the one to tell you, but your friend is X, Y, and Z. And I mean, everything he told you just confirmed you what you already knew about this girl. You already had been picking up, your intuition already knew that she was basically a snake in the grass. But you guys have been friends for so long that, even though you've been doing your spiritual work and leveling up, she still always was just kind of the friend that was back there in the periphery. Like, whenever y'all connected. You didn't necessarily seek her out, but whenever she would be in town, or you guys would get together, maybe go to brunch, go hang out, get have a drink, get caught up. But she always has a lot of drama going on because she is low vibrational, and she is an energy vampire as well as a Jezebel, because everything about her is smoke and mirrors. You know the truth. People that only know her casually don't pick up all of this, but you know her true, like, you saw her before she turned into this fake socialite that she is what I'm getting. So even as she is trying to like get these, get this message together, she's lawyering up because she's defensive because she knows she's wrong. Is like, she don't want to have to answer questions about why she did what she did, because then she would have to address the fact that she's jealous of your beauty. And like I said, it was more than just, I kept seeing like it's more than just your physical beauty. She's jealous of you, the person. And now seeing you in a happy, loving relationship is making her feel some type of way. Because I feel like you were always the friend that, yeah, you dated people, but you hadn't been in anything like major in a while. Like, you kind of had went through a cycle where you was, you went through your karmic cycle where you dated karmic men, and then you got over that and you healed yourself and worked on yourself and started doing your spiritual work, started coming into yourself, and that just really helped with your glow up. But then when your divine masculine came in, by it being your twin flame, it just kind of opened up this whole nother level of your energy, because you were in this healthy, spiritually based relationship. And unfortunately, that drove her crazy. And this is why she was trying to basically steal your man on the sly. Like I said, this is somebody that's always been jealous of you, always been like in competition with you. But once she pulled whatever she pulled with your divine masculine, that's when I feel like you really got full clarity. Before, I feel like you were kind of like making excuses for her. You were kind of like, well, because like I say, I get the feeling that you've known her for a long time. But she is a follower. She follows trends. She follows fashion trends. She follows what, if it's the latest thing and everybody else is doing it, she has to be doing it. She has to be one of the first people to say that she's doing something. But even when she's saying that, she's actually saw somebody else do it already, and so she's just following. She has no original thoughts of her own. Like I said, this is a pick me girl who just happens to deal with, men that of a certain caliber. I hate to use the term high value because there's a lot of quote unquote high value men who are low functioning. So they have the means, they have all the trappings of what looks like success, but they're just as broken, and they, they have their pick of the litter when it comes to women. And this former friend of yours is just another one of the jump offs as far as they're concerned. So this is somebody right now who is currently admiring you from afar, who's watching you. It says stranger danger, but you already know who this is. Like I said, this is somebody who is watching you, because this is the part of the card that I am seeing is watching you. Online competition. So, like I said, this is somebody that's always been comparing your life to hers. If you post something good, you always notice she has to post two or three things that just like how she's doing better. Like I say, it's giving one upmanship is what I really get from this person. Like I said, every time you see her in the pictures, she's toasting. She's showing herself in first class, being flown out to wherever to be basically somebody's jump off. Um, I'm sorry, I sound so judgmental, but I mean, these kind of women are always just like, girl, where you going? You racking up more mileages than an old Volkswagen on your body. And what do you have to show for it besides a party lifestyle? Like, that doesn't, I don't understand it. I mean, that has a place in I guess, I mean, we all had I had my 20s where I went out to the clubs with my friends and we danced and partied. But we were never pick me girls and jump offs. So I guess I missed that part. But I guess maybe it's just really this woman's energy is just like yuck. Um, there's nothing of substance here in terms of like everything in her life is based off of material things and who she knows, what parties she can get into, who she rubs shoulders with, like who she's seen with. I feel like you could scroll through her Instagram and it's just like if she meets any celebrity, she's got it plastered all over her social media. Um, like I say, it's given a good time girl, not a long time girl. And the fact that you guys have were able to remain friends as long as you were is just kind of like interesting because I feel like personality wise you guys are so different. Like you're somebody who's very down to earth. You're beautiful inside and out, but you're unpretentious. Like you're not you don't trade on your looks is what I get off of you, divine feminine. You're very smart, you're very educated. Like I said, you're very well spoken, very articulate. I get that you carry yourself very classy. You carry yourself with dignity and pride, and you take pride in being kind-hearted and loving towards people. Like that's genuinely who you are. Like I said, you're the kind of person that when you walk into the room, people naturally gravitate to you because you radiate such a beautiful energy, and you're like just naturally you uplift people because when you smile and you just bring this positive energy, people really love that. And they really, like I said, this is somebody who when she's like I said, she leeches off of your energy, but I feel like she leeches off of other people that she comes in contact with. People that she feel like are gonna take her up the social ladder. She's really good about, you know, leeching on to people that she feel like are gonna elevate her social standing. Yeah. So like I said, this is somebody who you found out that was trying to tamper with your relationship with your divine masculine. That like and like that's why I feel like she's in this defensive energy because I feel like even when I feel like when you brought it up to her and you were matter of fact, she was very dismissive of it. She tried to act like, oh, like maybe there was some like, oh, I think he misunderstood me. Like, no, like I ain't checking for him like that, girl. You see who I'm dealing with. You see the men that's on my roster. You see who, like, girl, I have my pick of the litter. Why I'm gonna try to come for your man? But that was exactly what she was trying to do. She just wasn't counting on your divine masculine being like your friend's a hoe, and him telling you because this is a man that wasn't about to let somebody that he already recognized too that as low vibrational ruin what y'all have. Like y'all are building something beautiful and solid. Y'all have something that's real is spiritually based. and you guys are just like that instant connection. Y'all are very upfront and honest with each other. You're very transparent. So there's no secrets between you guys. So he was nervous about coming to tell you this because even though he feels like you weren't gonna act negatively toward him, he just felt bad because nobody likes to be the bearer of bad news, and nobody wants to tell somebody that they friend who they've been friends with for a long time is that they're a backstabber. Like, so he was kind of nervous coming to tell you this, but I felt like he didn't want there to be a possibility that you could think that he was the one that was like trying to initiate something, because he read her energy well, and he was like, if I don't come and tell her, she's going to create a narrative to you that's going to look like it's not true, and then you and him are going to be in a weird place. And so as part of him just being an emperor, like he is a king, he's upfront, he's, he don't want any secrets from between y'all. He doesn't want anything to come between y'all relationship. Yeah. And when she, like I said, the way she did it was very cold-blooded. Like, she was not counting on your divine masculine being the man of integrity that he is. Because she legit, like, this was like, she was almost kind of aggressive in her, sexually aggressive in her approach to him. So that's why there's no way it can be misunderstood or misconstrued. Like, and the fact that she's trying to be defensive and be like, oh girl, he just misunderstood. I was drinking. Like, I feel like she's trying to like, oh, I was girl, I wasn't in my right mind. I was a little high. I had smoked a little bit, or I drank a little bit. I feel like she's trying to pass it off as like it was a situation like that, but she was sober. And your divine masculine knew that too. So that's why she's trying to be also, refusing to answer questions because she got caught out. And like I said, she wasn't counting on your divine masculine being the one like, well, let me go and tell divine feminine before this turns into something that it's not. And then when you hear from this lady, it's like, he was trying to screw me. He was, trying to sneak behind your back. He didn't want no room for there to be any question about his integrity in regards to the situation. So he came and told you the truth, and he felt bad because he knew this was your friend, and y'all had, you know, you've been friends with her for a long time. And he wasn't going to be the type to be like, oh, you need to cut off your friend, because th- he's not that kind of guy. But he had already, like, when you introduced him to her, he was already giving her side eye, because he's a protector of you. Your divine masculine is your protector, divine feminine, and so it's his job, energetically and spiritually, to always protect you from any and anything that is trying to feed off your energy. I mean, it sounds old school, but divine masculine, divine feminine, energetically and spiritually are very old school in that sense. Like, there's traditional things that masculine energies do, and being a protector of his family is a healthy masculine trait. So he's very much in his emperor energy, in that he is going to be protective of his queen. Like, you're his queen. He's going to be protective of you, and he's going to be fiercely protective of you, because it's not just you're his lady, it's his spiritual job. Like, that's an actual spiritual aspect of his job, is to protect you and to cover you spiritually, in every way he can. Like, that's part of his responsibility. Yep. This is But unfortunately, she is refusing treatment. So she's not going to acknowledge what she did, which is why you're basically not even trying to respond to her messages. You're not interested in hearing what she has to say, because you know it's a lie. Because she's not sorry. She's sorry she got caught. She's sorry that your divine masculine has so much integrity that he told you the truth. Like I said, she was cold blooded with it. She knew exactly what she was doing. And I feel like if your divine masculine had been a karmic, he would have fell for the okey doke. Because, like I say, outwardly she looks the part. I feel like she's like the beautiful, like, you know, look at the women that date professional athletes. Look at those women. Like, she's giving that kind of energy. Like I say, I feel like that if it had been a karmic, he would have fell for the bait, and then she would have came back and threw that in your face as a way to hurt you. Because, like I said, this is somebody that is jealous of you. Even though y'all have been friends, she's been in competition with you. I missed this card. This is somebody that always needs to have the medal. She needs to have the trophy. She needs to come in first place. And unfortunately, she does that in her friendships. She thinks like that in life, and like I said, she's a party girl, and I want to be flown out. Her way of thinking is, I'm trying to get to the top by any means necessary. And if that means I got to lay on my back to get me a Birkin bag, then girl, that's what I'm going to do. That's the energy I'm getting off of her. So yeah, um, that's why I was kind of like, ooh, yikes. I don't like these kind of women. Make it hard for decent women. I ain't trying to sound mean, but normal women who, and I hate to say the word normal women, but women who aren't looking to come up off of a man, we have to be out here with these women. And trust me, when men be dealing with these kind of women, they start wanting to treat regular women who aren't like this that way too, because they get jaded and, cynical, because it's so many women that are looking to come up off of men out here. And she definitely is giving that. This is somebody who always got a bunch of, like I said, she always got a lot going on. She has burdens mentally, emotionally, because this is somebody who needs to heal their inner child. She has a gap between success and fulfillment, because she's not actually doing anything to actually create her own success. This is somebody, like I said, she's trying to come up off of somebody else. Energetically, meaning she's pilfering, other people's energy, but she's also looking for a come up off of the men she deal with, which is why she deal with men that she consider high value men. She has wounds of anxiety and fear. Um, the whole addressing, awakening challenges, that's the challenge. She don't want to awaken. That's the real spiritual awakening. She ain't trying to do no spiritual awakening. This is somebody that is literally running from their spiritual work as we speak. Her ego is in control. So no shocker that her third eye, she ain't got no third eye. Her third eye is closed and crusted over, honey. That pineal gland ain't opened up. Like I said, this is somebody that I feel like if you find out that she's been scamming on the side in between her jump off situations with professional athletes or men who got money, I don't know why I'm getting the feeling like this somebody that's gonna wind up. I feel like she gonna get caught up in the legal system here soon. I feel like she been doing some stuff on the side that she ain't got no business doing. Like I said, it's giving scam. Like, it's giving like the movie Hustlers with Jennifer Lopez. How they was dancing, but they was stealing them the men's credit cards and stuff while they was in the VIP room. Like, it's giving that kind of energy. I don't know why that just came to me, but that's what I'm getting off of her. I'm gonna get a couple more cards and then we're gonna end this reading, because I it seems very clear that this friendship's over. You've carried the weight of this friendship for too long. You'd all like to say you outgrew this woman years ago is an understatement. Yeah. Look, this is her next big scam. Okay, Holy Spirit. Like, she trying to be, like I said, I kept hearing basketball wives. She's trying to be a starter wife. She wants to be a starter wife. She's okay with being a starter wife. She wants that. She wants to lock some professional athlete or man with money down and have a baby because she see that as a bag. It's that's her latest scam right now. That's the scam she's currently in the process of trying to get off. Yeah, somebody with broken thinking, stinking thinking, as they say. This is why she doesn't want to heal and grow because she likes this life. Like, but the problem I have for these kind of women is time is not on your side. Women by traditional 3D society lose our value as we get older. Now we know as women this is not true. Like we know this is not true. We're just saying what society's perception is. This is the societal perception is that as women get older, they age, they not, as desirable, etc., etc. It's all nonsense. It's not true. But when you're living this kind of lifestyle of always like trading on your looks and trading on your body, when you start aging as a woman and those things start going, meaning, you start not being the youngest woman at the club, you stop being the prettiest thing in the room because there's now younger women who are young, pretty and young and all the things you were 10, 15 years ago. You're the one at the party that now looks crazy because you're the old, as they say, the old man at the club. This is the old woman at the club. This is her. She's becoming an old woman at the club. This is why she's trying to get her starter wife plans off the ground because there's always younger, prettier women, which is why trading on your looks and your body is such a temporary thing. And the sad part is when you're so tied to your looks, you start doing things to your body that don't validate your self-worth. You start chopping up your body, you start chopping up your face, and it becomes clear to anybody looking that you're trying to stay in competition with women who are half your age or younger. I think that's the saddest thing ever. And I see it with celebrities. When I see, incredible celebrities who've had like these beautiful, amazing careers and maybe they were cutting edge of music, whatever fashion, whatever it was. And then as they start aging, they start chopping on themselves because they're trying to stay in a box that no person is meant to stay in. You can't stay young forever. You can't stay the it girl forever. Like you can't build a lifelong career off of being a socialite or a lifelong career off of being the party girl. Like that's not a viable career because there's always somebody younger, prettier, et cetera, et cetera. And so her thinking is broken. Like suffers from low self-worth and she doesn't want to change out of this mindset of like, okay, I need to actually do some spiritual work. I need to heal some stuff on myself. I need to actually, figure out who I am outside of these material things and these men and all of this kind of stuff. And I need to actually develop a skill set that will allow me to support and take care of myself that isn't me leeching off of people. Yeah, I don't see her changing that anytime soon. So I get why you're walking away from this friendship, and even more so now that it's come to light what she was trying to do behind your back with your twin flame, no less. This girl is a walking, talking mess. But anyways, whoever you are, divine feminine, you made the right call. Um, like I say, I hate to sound so judgmental in this case, but like this is just sad because it's just a waste of time. Like this person spends their time on the most superficial stuff. Like there's nothing of substance here. Like I feel like this is somebody that'll wake up at like 45, 50, and they won't have anything to show, like they haven't contributed anything to improving themselves as a person. They haven't developed any skill sets. Like their whole thing is like trying to get over on some man so that they can have a bag, so that they can secure a bag with a child, and get child support or something, and they can live off, getting a large monthly child support off of a child that she had with a professional athlete or something. Like that's not that's not it. That's not it. But you made the right choice, divine feminine, cutting this off. And you and your divine masculine, y'all going into, you getting ready to build an incredible, beautiful life, and it was time for you to let go, because this friend was part of that last cycle that just closed out. And you have nothing in common with this woman anymore. Your life is going up and her life is going down, unfortunately. So anyways, that's the message. Be blessed.